Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning.
Afternoon viewers, welcome back to Seabu's Rider channel. This afternoon I am just out for a ride. I've got a new motorcycle in the fleet, which we'll have a look at later, but I'm just thought I'd take it out for a run, as I've not had it long, and managed to get out yesterday, which was a bank holiday, and the sun was nice, so I thought I'd do it today. So I've set up some cameras, and we're out for a ride. So what is the bike? For those that are into motorcycles, and I look down, you can probably tell, is actually a BMW S1000R. And thought it would be nice to have this one. I've had BMWs in the past. I've managed a similar bike, the S1000XR, which it has the same engine in it, or similar engine in it, tuned slightly differently, more low-end torque. This is 165 brake horsepower, and is the similar frame to the S1000RR. But it's more a, I suppose you'd class as a mid-range muscle bike, equivalent to other things on the market, like the Yamaha NT10, perhaps the Chuono, is it the V4 Chuono, the factory 1100, that sort of thing. Loads of reviews on the bikes. It's not a review. I'm not really into reviews of motorcycles. I have got the specs, and I will run through them with you, but it's more just how I feel about this particular bike. Riding position is really nice. It depends how you like to ride a motorcycle. So some people prefer an upright, that adventure, and I have got an adventure. For those who have seen my videos before, you'll know that I've got a Triumph Tiger 900 Rally. So that really isn't an issue. I'm not really into sports bikes, never have been. A little bit too leany at my age. But this is just about right, really. It's a bit Goldilocks for me. Leg position is nice, not too bent up. And so I decided to buy this one, which is a 2017 plate. I had 8,500 miles on the clock. So, and hardly used really in that time, so really nice. I've been looking for a while, decided obviously go on YouTube, do all the reviews and make your decision of what you're going to do. So loads of research on it, and then I did test ride it, and I thought, you know what, I really like that bike. And having previously owned BMWs, I just love the switchgear. I love the extras you get. Excuse me, itchy nose. You know, things like heated grips, quick shifter, traction control, and a cruise control. Everything always come with a cruise control in BMW, don't they? So, you know, you get all these extra bits which you'd have to pay for on other bikes as extras, but it all comes as standard on BMW, and I always find that really quite pleasant. I did come away from BMW after owning quite a few and being with them for many years as sort of brand, but unfortunately Brexit kind of mucked it up a little bit, and suddenly the prices went through the roof, and I just couldn't justify it when you think Triumph were doing deals. I sort of moved over to Triumph, yeah, so that's the story really. And I've owned quite a few bikes. I don't keep a bike for long. Far too many nice sleds out there, not enough time. That's the way I look at it. So, yeah, well, I'm not no expert. I certainly have ridden various types of bikes over the years, so I kind of know what I'm looking at. So today, yeah, a bit of a spare part today. Just currently in between jobs, so enjoying the summer sun. And yeah, so we'll ride out and see what happens. And a little bit later on, I'll find something suitable to run through the looks of the bike and the spec. Nice little bit of road here, so I thought we'd try it out, see how she handles. A nice popping sound from the exhaust. It's very flickable. Lovely. Well, you could have lots of fun on this baby. Yeah, she's very, very nice. Very nice. Absolute on rails, really is. That's the thing about BMW, they just get it right, don't they? They really do. And I think that exhaust, so just a little pop when you come off, and then that's lovely. It's not offensive in any way, shape or form. It's just a lovely sound that goes well with the bike, and it's styling, absolutely wonderful. It's really good. Yeah, good choice this one. So you never really know what a bike's going to be like. I mean, you can test ride it, but you know, if you're lucky enough to be one of these vloggers who's got a nice little inner with a company like Triumph or something, you can have a bike long term. But you know, the rest of us mere mortals who just are into motorcycling, we might get a chance of riding something, a little test ride or something, but that's about as far as it goes really. And I don't think, well, I know, I know that you cannot really truly tell a bike after an hour. You might think, oh, this is not, I could live with this, or I could do that, but you kind of have to live with it long term a little bit and get used to its little foibles. And I haven't had this long, but I must admit, it certainly brings a smile and a grin to your face. Which I can say, having ridden quite a few bikes, some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them you like and you think, well, I can live with it, but it's not really, I don't know, it's not very comfortable. After an hour your arse is hurting, and I don't know, your legs hurt and your wrists are hurting or something like that, and I don't seem to get it on this one. Actually the seat was really comfortable. I think I rode out yesterday for about 2 hours, didn't really feel any problem at all. So yeah, so far so good. And of course familiarity with a certain brand as well, which helps, doesn't it? And I am familiar with BMW, so I do like the switchgear, which is solid, and I know where everything is, I know how stuff works. It's not mind-blowingly difficult, but it's useful. I think that's the way to describe it. And it doesn't feel cheap and nasty. You know, it's solid stuff. And as I said previously, you get all the extras like heated grips, which are hot. There's only 2 settings on a BMW as far as I remember, and it's like a really, really roasty. Right, let's go left for a change. And the cruise control is no sort of strange little things like can only be set in 6th gear like MV Augusta, or it only sets at 30 like other bikes. You just turn it on in any gear and it sets, as far as I know. I mean, you know, prime example of that. I mean, if I drop down to 5th and we're in a national and I just set it, it's on, and that's it, you know. And also what I like is it's turn off by, you can reduce the throttle and it comes off straight away, and obviously on the brakes and things like that. So if I just do that, it's off straight away, and there's no boom which you get with other bikes sometimes. You know, it comes off and it's all a bit of a grab. It's just a nice switch off, perfect, and that's a real bonus as well. And it's the tiny little things that maybe niggle you when you ride a bike. Think, oh bloody hell, why don't you just do that? You don't kind of get that with a BMW. You kind of you know, they're really hard to pick holes in, I must admit. I have tried, but it's very, very difficult. They're just nice bikes to ride, you know, mechanically. Not cheap, I'll give you that. You know, there are other bikes out there like Triumphs who've got all the kit as well, being a Triumph rider as well, and it's a lot cheaper. But the second-hand market is buoyant at the moment, so there are some good bargains out there, you know. And if it's like this one, full maintenance history with BMW, 8,500 miles, costs just over £8,000. Well, that's a win-win, isn't it? I mean, yeah, you've got thousands of miles on these bikes. They're just so solid. Okay, so here we are. That's the beauty. Found a nice little place to stop and have a look at the actual bike itself, and then talk about the specs. The engine is a 999C 16 valve double overhead cam, so it's an inline 4, which is nice. Puts out 114 Newton meters. 165 brake horsepower at 11,000 RPM. So not shabby by any stretch of the imagination. This one is the 2017 model. Comes with the Akropovich or Akropovich, whatever pronunciation you prefer, as a standard. Brembo brakes, 22 inch I think they are at the front. So very nice. You've got 2 discs as well, and then a single at the rear. Like I said, they are a dual braking system, but they're independent in the sense that you can use front and rear and it won't affect that, or just the rear on its own. No modifications with this one. All I've done is put a screen on it, which was a power bronze screen, and tank protector. It didn't have one of those. Picked that up on eBay for a tenner. And I've got lots of these boxes as well, so various ones over the years that I've picked up, and that sits on quite nicely with it. I don't actually think that needs a tail tidy personally. Some people do it, but actually it's not too offensive really. Hugger wise, possibly might need something here, maybe a little bit extension, but we shall see in the winter. I haven't ridden it in the wet yet. Now this hasn't got a TFT screen, it's the old one, but actually it's perfectly okay when you turn it on. You get a nice display, does what it says on the box, as they say. And if you can see that, you've got there's your gears, fuel, range, time, various settings. Like I said, the switch gear, you just basically trip info, just changes how you want, just by moving that about. And then you've got change of mode. I can change modes. You've got rain mode, road mode, dynamic pro. Now if you set that, it's in rain at the moment, which is fine. Sorry, in road, so let's get that back to road, which is fine. You can change using this whether you want to do the settings. So that's road is on. If I change that to dynamic, then the suspensionals change and it will harden up if I go into dynamic. There's plenty of tutorials on YouTube so that, but it's very, very simple. As I said, it's not a difficult bike to use by any stretch of the imagination. Like the colour, particularly like the red. And yeah, so that's it. Very pretty bike indeed. So that was my little ride out, and I'm going to head back now. Still beautiful weather, but might go the long way around, just enjoy it for a bit more. So if you've enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and if it's been any of use, stick a comment down there. I mean, you might be thinking of buying one, or you've got one, and you can let me know what you think of yours, maybe if there's any pros and cons on it. That, like I said, that's a 2017 model, and I think 16, 17 there was a change. So if you've got an 18, 19, it's probably similar. And then, like I said, they add and tweak. Now you'll notice I'm wearing a Triumph top and a BMW hat. So there you go, I'm splitting my loyalties between two brands. But yeah, lovely day, lovely ride out, and I'll speak to you soon.